Okay, now we are on our quarter 4 in the subject of Mapeh, and today we will discuss another topic which will be tackling about today about some traditional Asian theater and music. But before that, before we would start our class, let us have our prayer first. I want someone to lead the prayer. Can I ask Ate Tanet for the prayer for this afternoon? Ate Tanet? Dili available si Ate Tanet. How about Ate Michaela? Are you fine with ikaw mag-lead sa atong prayer today? Ate Michaela? Ate Michaela, can you lead the prayer? Ay, dili available sa Ate Michaela or am I kuan guys, madunggan ba ko? Or basin ako ang dili
Yes.
madunggan? Okay, madunggan. Sige Ate Kera, can you lead the prayer for today?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
In
thanks.
the name of the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. Amen. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen. In the name of the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. Good afternoon, ma'am. Good afternoon,
Good
Mr. Leonard.
afternoon. Okay, thank you Ate Kera for that prayer. So today, before we would start, I want someone to go back on what are the topics that you've discussed last meeting. What could be your lesson on last meeting, guys? May I know? May I know? May I know? Wala na yung makadumdum, guys. Can someone recall on the lesson that you've discussed last meeting? Guys? Can someone recall?
Ma'am, wala mo yan at klase last week, ma'am.
Oh, okay. Okay. Sige. My bad. Wala ko kabalo. Okay. So, today, guys, I am your new student teacher for your class in Mapeh. So, 'di ba? I already introduced myself to you because I am your Filipino teacher, right? So, I will no longer introduce myself, but today, I will be your teacher. Starting today, I will be your Mapeh teacher. And now, for our lesson today, we will tackle about the components of music in the subject of Mapeh. And we are now on the quarter 4 of our education, right? So, mo na ni siya, guys, ang last nato nga quarter. And today, this would be our first lesson in our fourth quarter. And before we would start, I would introduce our quarter content preview. That this quarter lesson, we will show you how to appreciate traditional Asian theater and music. So, as we go through this quarter, you will learn about Kabuki, Wayang Kulit, and Peking Opera. But today, we will only focus on the aspect of Kabuki. So later on, we will know what is Kabuki, how would be performed, or how would the actors would play on their part, or what are their costumes and everything, right? So today, we will only just focus on Kabuki. So sige, okay, next please. Okay, as you can see on the screen, can you see some scrambled words on the screen, guys?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I want someone to guess what words are these scrambled words on the screen. This first, kaning nasa una. Okay, I can see Ate Laila. Ate Laila, can you identify what scrambled word is presented on the screen?
Kana, tanan ma'am, no?
Only the first one, Ate Laila.
Traditional, ma'am.
Traditional, it is two word.
Traditional Asian, ma'am.
Okay, very good, Ate Laila. You got it. It's traditional Asian. And how about the second word? The second three words. Okay, I can see Kuya Jeff.
Ma'am, pilit-pilit ka, ma'am.
Oh, ay,
Yes, ma'am.
pilit-pilit ko, guys. Ay, wait. Nawag tabing ta. Wait, guys, ha. Joanna, pwede makaklase? Dari na lang tabing. Okay, hindi kay koneksyon din. Sige na. How about that class? Madunggan na ba ko or am I audible?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Dili na
Yes, ma'am.
putol-putol?
Dili na, ma'am. Dili na, ma'am.
Okay, that's good. Okay, now for the second scrambled word, can you guess what are those words that are scrambled on the screen? Okay, I can see Kuya. I can see Kuya Jeff. Kuya Jeff, can you identify what scrambled
Yes, ma'am.
words are those?
Theater and music, ma'am.
Okay, very good. That's it. It's theater and music. Okay, from these scrambled words, this will be our topic for today. So today we will talk about traditional Asian theater and music. But before that, I want you to have I want to hear some of your ideas about theater. Okay, can someone give some ideas? What is theater? Anyone? Okay, Ate Kera. I can see Ate Kera. Ate Kera, can you have some idea about theater?
Theater, ma'am, kanang live na show, ma'am.
Okay, very good. Can you add more or napailain? That's correct, Ate Kera. That's good. It's a live.
Nay nagkanta og sayaw o kanang marsyag story, ma'am.
Okay, very good. That's it. It's a live performance where we incorporate singing, dancing, and acting. So in theater, it is very important to have this kind of aspect, the music and the acting and the performance. So today, we will talk about the traditional Asian theater of Japan. Only the Kabuki. Okay, now let me have my floor to introduce myself again. I am Miss Liza May Lorgo, but you can call me Teacher May or Teacher Zamay. So anything you want to call me, you can call me or pwede mo mangutana sa ako. You can contact me on Facebook kung naamoy pangutana or somehow in our classroom you could you can add some private comment or comments on our classroom. Okay, next. Okay, Kabuki. Okay, I want someone to read what is presented on the screen. Can I have, okay, I will call na lang ha. Can I have Ate Lauren to read what is presented on the screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Kabuki of Japan is an art, all-male stage performance. This art was introduced in the 17th century by a female shrine attendant Ukumi influenced by No.
Okay, thank you, Ate Lauren Ann. So, it says that a kabuki of Japan is all male stage performance. So, dire, all actors are only male. So, walay nasago nga female. But, later on, we will tackle about nganong male naman ang pwede nga mag-perform. Nga, di ba? In this generation or in this time, we can, everyone could perform, right? Everyone are free to perform, even those mga other gender, right? Yung mga LGBTQ and everything, right? So, nanay freedom. So, sa una, only male are allowed to play on the stage. But before that, I want to ask you something. So, it says that music plays a great role in the life of every individual. Why can we say that music is important to as it play a great role in our life? Why can you say that? Ngano kaha nga importante ang music sa ato, right? Any of you have an idea why is music important to each one of us? Guys? Okay, Kuya John Lawrence, I can see you. Okay, can you give the importance of music in your life as an individual?
Para kay manihaw ta og dungog sa music.
Again, Kuya? Come again, Kuya? Otruha do, Kuya?
Para sa ako, ma'am, kay ang music kay makalingaw sa ato.
Okay, thank you so much, Kuya John Lawrence. So,
Ako lang kasi
okay, okay na Kuya, nadungga na nako. So, I'm sorry, siguro sa ako ning kanang signal. Okay, sabi ni Kuya, or it says, sabi ni Kuya John Lawrence na music gives us our entertainment. It gives us some fun, it gives us some enjoyment and entertainment. So, tinood man sa right? So, kung kung naay party, kung naay disco, 'di ba dapat na-enjoy music to make the people more alive, to make the event more alive, right? So, in music, we can also express our feelings, okay, right? So, kung sad na, we could relate into some music. When we are happy, we could relate on happy music, right? So, music really gives us importance in our life. For example, if we are, kung naata sa church, right? So, importante 'di ba ang music as our pattern in our holy sacrament, right? Kay naabe gud na ang music. Although we can perform some holy sacrament masses, but it is more prescribed or it is more lively or kanang murag mas applicable ang holy sacrament kung naa siya'y accompaniment or naay music. So, let's go back on the Kabuki. Now, it says that this art was introduced in the 17th century by a female shrine attendant. So, nganong naka-came up ni ang nag-introduce ani nga male lang nga in fact she is a female, no? So, this Kabuki is very, very from a long time ago pag yun siya. So, 7th century, so 7 mga, dili, wala pa ta dani or layo, wala pa gani ato mga lola ani, right? So, mudugay na kayo ni ang Kabuki theater. But right now, ato gyapon siyang ginatakol. Why? Because it is one of our, and it added or kana siyang bale, it is part of our history or it is part of our music music build up today, right? Kay kung wala yung history sa atong music, how come we will derive from this music at this era? So later on we will discuss why did the male only the male are allowed to perform in the stage. So this kabuki was highly influenced by no. Kinsa ang nag-influence aning kabuki? What's the name? Okay, I will ask someone, okay? I will call someone. Okay. Oh, what? Guys, dili ba ko putol-putol? I'm so
Dili man, ma'am.
Okay.
Man, ma'am.
Okay, okay.
Lugar, ma'am.
Okay, I will call someone. How about Kuya Jeff? Kuya Jeff,
Yes, ma'am.
who introduces kabuki or who influenced the kabuki? It is?
Sino, ma'am?
Very good. So the name of the female shrine attendant is No. So at this time, it was very popular. So it says that this kabuki theater is very popular. So sikat kaayo ni siya at this time, no? Thinking nga kaning nga panahon mao ni siya ang panahon nga kanang at no, uso pa ang mga dynasty, right? Ang mga king nila doon, katong mga laban-laban between sa mga Hapon and sa everything, right? So, ang kabuki, it is one of their entertainment, right? So, it's supposed ni siya to give some ideas on the people what is really happening on the society. So at this time, this kabuki was very popular to the masses as entertainment. So purely entertainment ang kabuki sa una. So it started with female prostitute. So pinakauna di ay male ang mga actor daning kabuki theater. But this started with the female prostitute. So kung maingon tag mga female prostitute, sorry sa term, but dili SPG ha, pero kanang let's be open-minded, right? Sige, kani ang mga female prostitutes, mao ni sila ang mga bayaran ng mga babae nga kanang more on kanang tagaan og kwarta to kanang entertain guys. So, it started with female prostitute which caused the male audience to go out of control. So, di ba, walay kalaban-laban ang mga female sa una, right? So, pwede sila molestahon sa mga male na mga audience, no? So, pwede sila bastuson. So, nakita ni dagtong female shrine attendant nga sino nga dili pwede nga inani na lang nga ang mga babae or ang mga female prostitute dili tagaan og bili o kanang dili respetuon. So dili out of control bitaw kung ang mga performer kay female. So because of this, that Tokugawa shogunate banned women performers. So kani naka-decide ang mga Tokugawa shogunate na i-ban nila ang women as the performers. So mo na ni siya. It all started na ni nga male ang mga stage performer. Okay, next. Okay, here. So male performers replaced them. However, the young male turned to prostitution. So mo na ni siya. So di ba gipahawa ang mga female nga prostitute as the performer on the stage, but as later on nga mga lalaki na ang ni perform nahimo na noon nga mga prostitute pud ang lalaki. So di ba very rare sa ato karon kung hunaw-hunaw na to nga oh my God, lalaki, mga prostitute, kay murag mostly sa atong nagkuan-kuan, kay female man ang prostitute. But, it came to a point that young male turned to prostitution, which also caused the audience wild reaction. So, it made the audience to have some commotion and wild reaction. So, as a result of this, nagkuan na sad ang mga shogunate to replace them with older performers. So, naka-decide ang mga Tokugawa shogunate na dili pwede ning mga young male performers kay ang mga young male performers dali pa ilaron. So, they came up to a point na they are required to or they hired some or they replace them with older performers. So, kaning mga older performers, they are more focused, they are more kanang matured bitaw nga dili madani sa bisan unsa. So, older actors were required to do formal and purely theatrical dramas based on Kyogen. So, diri, it says that ang katudong mga older actors are required to do formal and purely drama ra gyud or theatrical dramas ra. Wala joy lain nga ilang buhaton kundi formal and purely theatrical dramas that are based to Kyogen. So the traditional no stage was modified. So next teacher? Next teacher. Okay, now can you see what is on the screen? It is Izumo no Okuni, the founder of Kabuki. So, mo ni siya si ang female shrine attendant Okumi who started this Kabuki theater. So, this next teacher. So, the traditional no stage was modified. Draw curtains and catwalk called Hanamichi to allow performers dramatic entrances and exit through the audience were added. So, can I ask someone why is it important to have a traditional why it is important to have stage when we are performing in any kind of aspect? Why it is important to have stage? Okay, Ate Kiara, I can see you raising hands.
Kuan, ma'am, para makita tarong sa audience, ma'am.
Okay, very good, Ate Kiara. You are right. So, the purpose of the stage was to elevate and to make every one of the audience more, or to make the actors more visible to anyone to the audience. Kay no, lisod kaayo nga mag-perform taon niya ang atong mga audience dili kita. And to add up the information that Ate Kiara said, it also gives us the way to entrance and exit through our performance, right? So, diri kung naatay stage or kung naatay stage plot or kanang exit and entrance, so mas smooth ang dagan sa atong theatrical. So, here, Chikamatsu Monzaemon, hala ka, grabe ang ngalan guys. Chikamatsu Monzaemon was greatly acclaimed as the greatest dramist of Japan. So, at this time, ang pinaka, mostly they are using, what do you call this? Mga drum instrument as their kanang accompaniment as they perform on the theater. So, here, Chikamatsu Monzaemon, mo ni siya daw ang pinakamaayo nga mo dramatist man day ni, sorry, my bad. So, kani siya si Chikamatsu Monzaemon, siya ang murag pinakasikat or siya ang murag nindot kaayo mo drama sa Japan at that moment. So siya ang murag bida-bida bitaw perminti sa every theater, siya ang kanang star of the night kung bali ba. So siya si Chikamatsu Monzaemon. So, however, he was responsible for Kabuki drama. So, dili lang di ay mo perform si Chikamatsu Monzaemon, but he also do some script writing or writing some Kabuki dramas. So, why is it important that we should plan or we should write some script or writing on theatrical dramas? Why is it is important to have some script or writings on our play? Why do you think so? Okay, can I call someone again? I want Kuya Jeff. Kuya Jeff, can you give some ideas?
Yes, ma'am. Kuan, ma'am, para dili magtaka-taka, ma'am, para kung dagan mo, ma'am, para magsabay mo tanan, ma'am.
Okay, very good. You got right. You got it right. So, para kuno dili magtaka-taka. Okay, how about Ate Kiera? Do you have another idea?
Kuan, ma'am, para maayo ang flow sa story, ma'am, o kanang masabtan ang story, ma'am.
Okay, very good, Ate Kiera and Kuya Jeff. I think it's enough information. So, it is important to have or to write some script or writing in dramas because to have some direction of what would might happen on our play, no, diba? It is very important nga guided ta sa atong pamuhaton sa tunga kay lisod sad, no, kung magtaka-taka rata sa tunga. So this Chikamatsu Monzaemon is also good in writing Kabuki dramas, but however his best work was where Bunraku puppet plays. So, lahi na pud ni siya ang mga Bunraku puppet plays. Dili na ni siya mga tao. Although, we are also needed some person behind the puppet, but the puppet alone are the only one who will perform on the stage. No? Nara sa likod or nara sa taas ang mga gamit daning mga puppet. So, kani siya si Chikamatsu, murag grabe na angko na niya tanan. Siya nagani ang greatest dramatist of Japan. Tapos magsulat pa gyud siya og writing Kabuki dramas dayon ga excel pa gyud siya sa puppet play. So he draw so many audiences with Bunraku, which made the Kabuki actors to incorporate elements of Bunraku to maintain their audience. So at this time, ang mga audience was very passionate or very kanang attractive with Bunraku puppet plays. So it gives the Kabuki actors an idea nga kailangan ato ning i-incorporate ang puppet plays or ang Bunraku sa Kabuki, sa atong Kabuki to have or to maintain our audience kay murag napaong naman ang Kabuki nga theater. So diri ni sulod ang Bunraku to maintain their audiences. Now let's go to our stage. So now, the Kabuki is performed on a large revolving stage. So kung mayingon tag-revolving, tanan mo'y makakita. Dili siya square but revolving. So tanan pwedeng siya liputan sa any other audiences. So here, it says that the stage of the Kabuki was very large. Why do you think so? It is important to have a large set or a stage, guys. Why do you think so? Okay, Ate Kiera. Why do you think so, Ate
Kuan
Kiera?
ma'am. Kuan ma'am para dili magpiot ang mga aktor ma'am.
Very good, Ate Kiera. So, to avoid some kanang dikit-dikit with the other actor. So, naay ang mga actors on the stage are free to move. So, gawas nun sila nga maglihok sa ilahang gusto kay guys, I di sa panghinambog ha, pero I also experienced theatrical music performance way back sa akong high school days. So, I do performing in theater. So, we present some 2 hours theatrical play on the gym sa akong panahon sa akong high school. So, kung mag-theatrical play gyud ta guys, we should be very kuan sa atong lihok kanang big dapat atong movement kay di ba dako kayo ang stage unya ikaw nga actor ikaw ra isa or gamay kay ka sa stage unya dili pa jud ka mo lihok og dako or we should kanang dili pod ingon nga exaggerate our lihok but kanabitong eksakto lang nga murag ma-emphasize nimo ang imong lihok nga gusto ihuwatig sa imong audience, no? So here, the stage is equipped with scenic backdrops and trapdoors for surprise and entrances. So kanida, they use some backdrop. So ang backdrop, it is important to have in performance because ang backdrop dira man tam pwede makatago diya pud ta pwede nato ibutang atong setting kung unsay mong gusto kung gusto ka nga imong setting kay dagat so we could somehow draw something on our backdrop or we could add something on our backdrop that could be identified as the mountains or the sea nga gusto nato nga i-portray sa atong kuan. So you will often see the major characters in the kamite or the stage left. So ingon sila na ang mga major actors, so kaning mga major actors, bali sila jud ang bida aning dramas. So they were spotted or they were placed on the kamite or kamite on the stage left. So kaning mga secondary characters, so kani kung atong buthuna-hunaon, kani ang mga major characters, sila ang bida. Dayon kaning mga second characters, they are the supporting actor. So bali sila ang dili sad sila ingon nga wala ra kay pulos kay secondary character ra ka but every character on the performance is very important guys because dili mahitabo ang performance without the major and the second character because every character plays an important role. So the second characters are positioned at the stage right. So, gipanglahi sa una kuno ang mga characters. So, unsa gani ang mga character nga nasa left? Kinsa ganito?
Pan ma'am, committee ma'am.
Kinsa ang mga characters ang ibutang sa committee? Or sa left?
Major ma'am.
Major, very good. And for the right, kinsa man ang nasa right?
Secondary ma'am.
Very good, Kuya Jeff. Thank you so much, Kuya Jeff. Now, the kabuki. Can you make... Okay, as you can see on the screen, mo na ni siya ang Kabuki stage. So, the Kabuki theater at present is patterned after the No stage. So, at this point, the Kabuki theater, buhi bagyapon ni siya, guys. But, di ilang gud kay ni siya sikat at this moment, kay di ba kinain na tayo ng sistema sa kanang advancement, right? Dili na kayo ni uso ang mga theatrical play sa ato kay it is very kanang murag outdated kung bali ba pero guys, to tell you honestly, kung maka-witness bitaw mo theatrical play, guys, it is very nice, guys. Kay live na live, guys. Dili na nimo ma-replay, guys. Kas ara yun na siya nimo makita. Unlike sa mga salida, pwede na to ibalik-balik o pwede na to i-stream balik. So kani, he says that ang Kabuki Theater at this present is patterned after the no stage. So gifollow gyapon ni nila ang stage nga inani. It has a long walkway from the back to the straight. So mo na ni, as you can see, the shimoti, the stage kani siya, dayon mo ni siya ang kamete. Mani siya ang diri naka-place ang mga major, and diri sa shimoti or the stage right, mani siya ang mga diri ang mga what do you call this? Ang mga secondary character. Unya kaning hanamichi, mani siya ang mga curtains or the catwalk called hanamichi. So diri pwede mo baklay-baklay ang mga performers, pwede sila mo anhi diri sa catway or dira dayon. This is the hanamichi, which serve as the acting places and makes it different from the western stage style. So kung atong panawon ang western stage, di ba purely ano lang sila, square lang ang stage. Mamayad gyud ato na andan nga ang stage kay square. But in Kabuki Theater, it is important to have nga kanabitong na ay sumpay bitaw, guys, kanang sa tunga. Kani as you can see on the picture, kaning pwede nilang baklayan, murag latayan dira sa tunga. Because it is important to have, because this could be their acting places. So pwede sila mag-acting dira kung nana sila sa peak sa scene. So there is a certain place in the hanamichi where the actors deliver their special monologues. So kato kunong mga actors nga naay special monologues or pinaka-peak sa ilahang drama, pwede nila i-deliver at this hanamichi nga stage, no? And with the audience all around called sikchisan. Okay, kani siya diri, guys. Pwede ko nun na ay mga audience all around. So dramatic exits are done through the hanamichi, and the main actor remains for the final act while the tricolored striped curtain called Joshi Kimaku closes. So kani Joshi Kimaku closes, as you can see on the screen. Kani siya mo close ko na siya to dayon through the hanamichi, pwede mo exit ang mga kanang other actors, but the main actors remain. So ang mga major characters na dira sa tunga sa hanamichi para i-act ang final act na subali ang pinaka-peak na jud na act. So diri sa Mawari Butay kani siya you can see the Marawi Butay kaning murag na ay kanang half moon, mo na siya ang part sa Mawari Butay, where a revolving stage was also created in Japan before Western influence enable quick changing of scenes without stopping the flow of action. So kani siya, guys, di ba? Kumingon ta og quick changing of scenes. So kanang kung gusto kung humana ni siya nga scene, gusto ninyo nga mo divert na other na ni nga scene, pwede na to buhaton diri sa Mawari Butay, because it is especially made to enable quick changing of scenes to kanang prevent stopping the flow of action, no? Kailangan wala joy dead air kung we are performing, kay di ba? So for example, nanata sa peak sa atong drama, unya kalit lang nahawan ang stage na nga wala ang major actor. So how will the audience get the intensity of the drama if the momentum is paused or stopped, no? So very important nga we don't allow dead air when we are performing theatrical. So actors position themselves to the next set which is at the back of the former set. So naa magyud na sa atong initiative nga kung kita na sunod, mag-ready na ta at the back, di ba? Kung kinsa may nakasayaw na sa variety show diri, di ba? Kung nanata sunod, nanata diha sa kanang murag entrance nato, di ba? So dapat ready na ka kay anytime mahuman ang performance, sulod ta ditso to avoid some dead air. So let's go to our performers. Can you go to the performance? Okay, for the performers of Kabuki, actors playing female roles are known as onagata or oyama, no? So, again, the actors that are playing female roles are onagata or oyama. So, kanya siya, 'di ba? As I said earlier na all the actors are male. So, it is very important that when you are playing something or as a character, you must live what is in the character. For example, lalaki ka pero babae ang gihatag nga role sa imuha. So how will you perform the acting or how will you perform the drama using or kanang neglecting that you are a masculine and you are a male. So dapat very versatile ka as an actor. So kung babae ang gihatag sa imo, so dapat magpababae ka, hinhin imong kanang lihok because you are a girl. So you should have the qualities of a girl although dili ka babae. So they are called onagata or oyama. Now, well, those acting male roles are called yaro kabuki. So, this acting role or kani siya ang mga lalaki, they are also called yaro kabuki. So, murag mas dali na lang for them to perform this yaro kabuki because again they are naturally male and they also know how to act as a male. So, murag mas hagit gyud sa onagata or oyama actors kay lahi baya ang sa mga babae, right? So, a young man. Let's go to a young man. So, kung ang young man, they are called kabuki. And for the adolescent male, which is called wakashu. Okay? Don't forget the names onagata for the female roles, yaro for kabuki, and young man for kabuki, and wakashu for the adolescent. Now, these kata or forms are performed by actors throughout the generation. So, example, the me meaning creating ang attitude such as exaggerated expressions are examples of this. So, this kata and me are done for more dramatic effects. So, kani ko nung kata or me, muna siya ang kanang exaggerated expression of performing. So, dili po siguro nato matawag nga, na gyud kayo ni. But, when we say exaggerated, so full-blown or full emotion ang imong gibutang sa play to make some impact on the audience, no? For example, kung ang atong drama is comedy, so magkeme-keme lugar na imong naong dili lugar nimo gubaon kay maulaw ka. So dapat we should kanang be more funny or we should allow our faces nga madaot, no? Kay kanang depende man sa inyong theme sa inyong drama. So here, next teacher please. So here, common male kabuki roles consist of handsome lover, a virtuous hero, or an evil samurai. So mao ko ni siya ang mga common roles sa mga kabuki. So, kani siya mga handsome lover. So sa una kuno magkilig-kilig lugar ang mga audience kay handsome lover man. So Kasi kailangan mangita gid sila gwapo nga actor no. Lami kayo mo tanda og kanang mga play kung gwapo sad baya ang mo play no kay kung maot kay murag sa man nga daw no pero tinuod ba ya so kani pod virtuous hero so sa una ang mga kabuki ko no katong mga young man virtuous hero pwede pod evil samurai so kaning the usual roles for onagata or katong mga babae nga ay katong mga female na roles include a high-ranking samurai lady or a young maiden or a wicked woman. So, mao ni siya ang mga common nga mga roles nila. Samurai lady, so bali, astig-astig ko no, hay, nga mga girls ko no, kay samurai lady man. Dayon, a young maiden, so, kani lugar a young maiden, yun niya, maid ka na in love sa mga handsome lover, inanay-nana ang mga scene sa una no. Dayon, a wicked woman, pwede ni sila kanang posible mga madrasta or unsa ba everything portray sa wicked woman. So now let's go to the performance. So manaman ta sa performers. Naadto na din ta sa performance. It says that in Kabuki there are 3 main categories. So mao gani siya ang 3 main categories that composes the performance of Japanese Kabuki. These categories are the history plays called Judaimono. So kaning Judaimono, this will talk about the history. Unsay nahitabo sa mga kaagi, no? And here, the Siwamono, mao ni siya ang the performance of the common people known as Siwamono. So, kung mayroon tag mga common people, katong dili mga king, lang, common lang gid sila nga mga people. Awat nato no common people, wala ta, no, we are just nobody, mga common people. So, kaning shosaguto, this is a dance pieces in Japanese terms. So, kani siya, it is very important to have these 3 main categories in Kabuki performance where they could touch up history and they could get some performance of the common people. So, kung mingon tag common people, they could somehow inflect or they could somehow perform the daily living of the society, kung unsay nahitabo sa society adlaw-adlaw. And here sa shosaguto dance pieces. So dire di ba ingon ko gaina na ang theatrical play does not entails with singing and acting alone but also in dance pieces to added some entertainment in performing. Okay, next. So, a Kabuki actor must go serious training in dancing. So, lisod kaayo no to kanang musabak ka sa performance nga dili ta luto, no? Right? So, it is very important as an actor or as an Kabuki actor to go into serious training in dancing because lisod kayo musayaw ka diag bakikaw, right? No? So, dapat ikaw gitrain jud ka og tarong or naa kay proper training with these dance pieces. Kay lisod sa magtaka-taka ra ka dira, right? So, these Kabuki actors, which are the main frame of all Kabuki, goes to training in dancing. So, these dance steps are choreographed, are specially prepared, combining mime called fury with props which usually are fun. So, sa una, it is very common to use fun, no, sa ilahang sayaw. Okay? As their props, no? So, kani siya combining mime. Kung mayroon tag combining mime, kanang walay tingog pero naay action. Kabantay mo anang warag sa mga gawas ay sa salida sa una nga kanang black and white bitaw lang t-shirt dayon nakakalo sila dayon may mime sila na kanang dili sila galihok pero mura sila og kanang lihok-lihok lang yung ilaha pero dili sila gaistorya. So mo ni siya ang mga dance steps on choreograph that are presented in Kabuki. Okay, next teacher. So, here, pertains to the circling movement of the heels on the floor. Performers must also train fully in odori, executing the gestures, movements, and turning of people. So, diri sa siwa mono, katong akong giingon gaina katong performance of the common people, it is the kabuki play for common people, which the rules such as merchants, shopkeepers, and other members of the lowest status of pre-modern society of Japan that are portrayed here. So, sa una, mora ni siya mga common people sa una, ang mga merchants, mga shopkeepers, kaning gapalpalit pa sumangil sa kanang sa play, mo na siya ang mga roles. Dayon, and other members of the lowest status of the pre-modern society of Japan are portrayed as siwamuno. So, the play deal on their everyday lives such as duty to the family and human emotion were highly dramatic. So, next, please. So, the styles of acting for male roles, unsa gitong ngalan dadto mga male roles. So, katong mga unsa gito? Yaro kabuki, mga yaro kabuki. So, they are or aragotos are required by play wherein acting is rough. So, mo ni siya, di ba, ningon ko gayna nga ang mga male or ang mga male roles or ang mga aragoto, they gone through some rough acting because these characters are the superhero types that are made distinct by kumadri makeup of black, blue, and red stripes on the arms, face, and the legs. So, kani siya ang mga kanang type or rules nga mga male role actor nga mostly superhero types kuno. So meaning naagyo siya mga scene nga fighting, mga inanay-nana man gyud ang salida ay ang mga drama sa una, no? So they are also covered up with makeup of black, blue, and red stripes on the arms, face, and the legs. They speak with exaggerated, powerful voice and wear enlarged and padded costumes with wigs to uplift the actor's masculine appeal. So, it says that kani siyang mga male roles, mo ni sila ang gasuot og mga enlarged, mga dagko kay nga mga kimono, mga dagko kayo nga mga padded costumes. So, kani siya to emphasize or naggasuot sila og wig to uplift or kanang para ilang ma-present sa drama nga ang masculine appeal nila. So, Ichikawa Danguro of Edo, now Tokyo. So, ang pangalan kuno sa Tokyo sa una is Ichikawa Danguro of Edo, which is called Tokyo now, was the first aragoto actor. So, ang kani siya si Ichikawa Danguro of Edo was named as Tokyo. So, the other acting styles is Wagoto. Next teacher. Okay, the Wagoto, which the soft stuff acting. So, di ba kayo na ang mga aragoto, they are the male roles acting something that is rough. So now the wagoto, they are the roles or they are the male roles that soft stuff acting. So these characters are the opposite of aragoto. So ang aragoto mo ni siya ang pinaka-rough or katong masculine nga appeal, while this wagoto are the soft stuff acting because they are restrained, romantic, and sensitive. So, kung atong balikan na tong gikuan gay na katong mga handsome lover boy, mo ni sila ang mga wagoto because they are restrained from romantic and sensitive scene. So, these roles are usually played by the onagata. So, mostly they are played with the onagata. So, unsa gitong onagata? So, onagata, they are the actors that are portraying the female roles, no? So they portray intense emotions such as suicide scenes, which is great example of this style. So, next teacher. So this Edo Kabuki tradition was identified to be extravagant and striking makeup. So kaning Edo Kabuki kuno, so now we would differentiate the Edo and the Kamagita. So kaning Edo Kabuki, it is more extravagant and striking makeup. So meaning pinaka grabe na gyud ni siya nga makeup or over na siya nga makeup, no? Dili na siya kanang keme-keme nga makeup. So mo na siya ang extravagant. So mostly they are kanang para they would get the attention of the audience. Now, here in Edo, they use some striking makeup, flashy costumes, fancy stage tricks or keren, and bold poses or me. On the other hand, Kamigata Kabuki was more peaceful, focusing on naturalistic and realistic acting. So kani atong if we would differentiate the Edo, they are more extravagant and more kanang bold ilahang mga poses and acting. While in Kamigata, mo rin siyang mga natural ragyod or normal or realistic acting. So the two regions adopted each other's style before the end of the Edo period. Next, teacher. Now let's move on to the Kabuki makeup. Now, why is it important to have makeup when we are performing in Kabuki? Do you have any idea, guys? Why thus the actors uses some makeup? Okay, Ate Kiera, I see you raising your hand.
Fan, ma'am, kanang para ma-identify sa audience na kani siya na character kay good or bad.
Okay, you got it. Okay, Ate Kiera, thank you so much for your idea. Very good na ay point sa Ate Kiera. So, in makeup, it is very important that we should very accurate on the makeup we are putting in Kabuki because every makeup or every color of the makeup you are portraying has different meanings or portrays a great role, no? So, mo to siya, ma-identify ko no kung unsa gyud ang iyahang role or iyahang gusto ipahiwatig sa audience. Now, the Kabuki makeup or the kesho has a very authentic element of style. So, dili lang ni siya basta-basta na mga makeup, right? So, we should use some rice powder to create a white oshiroi base of the face. So they uses some rice powder as the base of their face, as the base of their makeup. So the facial lines are given emphasis with kumaduri to create animal or supernatural looks. So they use great facial lines. So they incorporate, so diba, as we imagine sa makeup sa Kabuki, ang ilahang base or the color of the base makeup is white. Then they incorporate some facial lines to give emphasis to create animal or kaya to create supernatural looks. So this help to show the character's nature or the Kamodori colors are applied. So, by by inflecting or by using this facial lines or this makeup, it shows the character's nature. So, makeup pa lang na nagsasabi na or it talks about how will the character will be portrayed, right? So, facial or makeup is very important in Kabuki play. So, these colors include for, next, can you next, teacher? Okay, now here, in the Kamodori colors, they have some different colors that incorporate of different meanings. So this color include red lines for expressing heroism, passion, and righteousness, while the blue and black for conveying jealousy, villainy, and other negative traits, purple for representing nobility, and green for conveying supernatural. So, these are the common colors that are used in Kabuki makeup. The red, blue, purple, and green. So, these different colors are has different corresponding meaning. So, kung they are using red lines, so meaning they are portraying heroism, passion, and righteousness. And for the black or the blue, they would somehow portray the jealousy, villainy, and other negative traits. For the purple, nobility, and the green for supernatural. Okay, next, teacher. So here, as you can see on the screen, are the different styles of Kabuki makeup. Here, you can see the Sujikuma pattern of Aragoto Kabuki music, kaning pinakauna. Well, the kaning the second picture, you can see the samurai character in action. And the third one, the evil aristocrat. You can see the evil aristocrat where they somehow uses only the black colors, mostly black colors. So, kanisha, from the word itself, the evil aristocrat. So, mga villainy, mga villain, mga kontrabida. Like the kaning fourth color or the fourth makeup are a living special effects. So, di ba, bongga kayang sanina and iyahang costume and apil iyahang headdress, right? So, because she is or he is a living special effect. Now, the Aragoto Kabuki performances. Next turn. Okay, now, the Aragoto Kabuki performances show intensity and expresses anger, which are two types. So, ingon diri na ang Aragoto Kabuki performances has shown the intensity and expresses anger. So, duha ra gyud siya ka type. It is intensity and anger. So, these types are symbolized by yin-yang. So, what do you mean by yin-yang? Have you seen a yin-yang before? What's the color of yin-yang, by the way? Guys? Kaya kisa kita nag yin-yang. Okay, Ate Kiera. What's the color of yin-yang, Ate Kiera?
White or black, ma'am.
Okay, very good. Okay, that's the color of the yin-yang. So these types are symbolized by the yin-yang. The positive yang type is the extrovert and represented by the color red. So kani siya at this time ang ilang gigamit ang yang as red and yin as blue. But right now we uses black and white. So now here you can see that the yang or the positive yang type is an extrovert presented by color red, and the negative yin are the indigo, or the blue. So this the red stripes running at the center of the samurai Sujikama conveys the positive young anger, hot-blooded, energetic, righteous, impulsive acting without precaution. So man na siya ang mga young or ang using the red makeup, it portrays the extrovert, hot-blooded, righteous, and impulsive action. Right when while the yin, it portrays the red is used for animal and comic roles. So for the blue represents the yin anger, usually among adults. So this anger is suppressed until such time that it cannot be controlled anymore. He then turns to be evil, and this expressed by a character such as demon, evil aristocrat, and spirits seeking revenge. So painting of faces and masks are applied to help an actor portray the superhuman and supernatural roles. So teacher, can you please next? Now let's move on to the costume. So I want to ask Kuya Gian, why is it important to have costume in playing some kanang performance, Kuya Gian? Why do you think so costume is important? Kuya Gian?
Para mas colorful, ma'am.
Okay, very good. Para kuno mas colorful. And when we are talking about the colorful or the kanang brightness of the costume, then it attracts more audience. So another, do you have any idea? Okay, Ate Kiara, I can see you raising some hands. Why is it important to have costumes when we are performing, Ate Kiara?
One, ma'am, para ma-identify kung female ba ni siya or male na character or villain ba ni siya or superhero, ma'am.
Okay, very good. That's right. Okay, thank you, Kuya Gian and Ate Kiera. So, costume is very important to portray what is your role, no? Lisod kayo magsanina tag pinabae niya tong role de kay lalaki, no? It's very ironic. So we should be very accurate on our costume because our costume added as the character that we portray. So this kimono, this is the most common or the traditional clothes of the Japanese. So wala pa na uso mga t-shirt o mga jeans sa una. So this kimono or the word kimono literally means a thing to wear. So ki means wear and mono means thing. What do you mean by ki, Ate Angel Grace?
Yes, ma'am.
What do you mean by ki in the word kimono?
Kuan, ma'am, where, ma'am?
Very good. Thank you, Ate Angel Grace. Now, how about Ate Shara? What do you mean by mono in the word kimono? Ate Shara? Ay. Or Ate Tanet? Ate Tanet? Okay, not available. How about Ate Lauren Ann? What's the meaning of mono in the kimono?
Thing, ma'am.
Okay, very good. So, you're still listening. Okay. Ki means wear and mono means thing. So, it is literally means thing to wear. So, these are the T-shaped kimono, straight line, and full-length robes, Moni. As you can see on the picture, it is the examples of kimono. So, kimonos are robes worn so that the hem falls to the ankles. So, kani siya kung ato suoton, taman gud niya siya sa atong ankle or sa atong tiil, right? So, with the attached collars and long sleeve. So, kimono is wrapped around the body. So, mura na siya og kanang body towel na to. Kanang bitang murag sa man itawag ha kanang maligo bitaw ta guys, murag kanang inana gamiton siya ba. So, mura na siya i-wrap sa atong body, always with the left side over the right, except when dressing the dead for burial. So, ang pag-wrap ko no aning kimono, always with the left side over the right. But, except lang kung idubong na ang isa ka tawo, kay lahi na ang iyahang pag-wrap sa kimono. It is secured by a sash called an ube. Can you make a next? Okay. So, na. Which is tied at the back. So, kimono is generally worn with traditional footwear, the zuri or geta, and the split two socks. Okay? Can you see it on the screen? Mo ni siya ang kanang traditional footwear sa una. Dili pa uso mga kanang islander o mga Spartan, no? Uso pa, inani pa ang kanang ilahang kanang traditional footwear. Okay, next. Okay, now we are at our last discussion. Ay nananta sa atong last part of our discussion. I want someone or can someone kinsa pay kanang sige kano na lang guys before I would present some video, I would kanang napa ba mo'y pangutana? Or mag-proceed na ta sa video? Okay, sabutay sermon kayo guys, no? Okay, now, I want to present some video presentation. Just tell me kung kanang dili siya
Kabuki is a Japanese traditional theatre form which originated in the Edo period at the beginning of the 17th century and was particularly popular among townspeople. After 1868, when Japan opened up to Western influences, actors strove to heighten the reputation of Kabuki among the upper classes and to adapt the traditional styles to modern tastes. Today, Kabuki is the most popular of the traditional styles of Japanese drama. Important characteristics of Kabuki theatre include its particular music, costumes, stage devices, and props, as well as specific plays, language and acting styles, such as the mi, in which the actor holds a characteristic pose to establish his character. Originally, both men and women acted in Kabuki plays, but eventually only male actors performed the plays. a tradition that has remained to the present day. Male actors who specialize in women's roles are called onagata. Two other major role types are aragoto, rough style, and wagoto, soft style. The actors speak in a monotone voice and are accompanied by traditional instruments. Kabuki plays are about historical events and moral conflict in affairs of the heart. The Kabuki stage is equipped with several devices, such as revolving stages and trapdoors, through which the actors may appear and disappear. Another speciality of the Kabuki stage is a footbridge, hanamichi, that extends into the audience. Keshi, the special makeup, provides an element of style that is easily recognizable, even by those unfamiliar with the art form.
Okay. So, mas naklaro nato ang Kabuki Theater, right? So, now, as your activity or your assignment, I want you, in your plain bond paper, draw and create your own Kabuki makeup. So, instead nga, inyo ni siyang i-color or maghimo mog makeup sa inyong naong para mas mapadali, I want you to draw and create your own Kabuki makeup color using the Kamadori color. So, I want you to be more specific in the using the Kamadori color. So, unsa gito nga color? Red, blue or black, and sa to purple and green. So, diri, I want you to be specific with the Kamadori colors you want to portray. So, for example, ang imong gusto nga Kabuki makeup is you want to portray the evil character. So, dapat gamiton nimo ang right Kamadori color, right? Okay na sa inyo class, dayon I want you to, after you draw this or after you are done with your Kabuki makeup through drawing, I want you to take a picture of it and send it to our Google Classroom. So later on, I will post something or I will post some assignment on our Google Classroom so you could pass this drawing of yours with the Kabuki makeup. Okay ra ba guys? Do you have any yes, Sir Limuel? Ay.
Excuse me ma'am for interrupt lang ko gamay
Yes,
ma'am ha
yes,
sa abot sa ilang ilang activity.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so you are requiring a screenshot of their finished product, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so and then I also required to paste the finished product on their activity notebook.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Para mas
Okay.
na documentation.
Aron yes, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay.
Sige, sir. Thank you for the suggestion. Okay. Again, you will draw and create your Kabuki makeup, and after that, you will take a picture and post your actual drawing on your activity notebook. So, sabtan ba, guys? Sabtan, guys?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. 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 We are at our last part of our discussion. So, wala na jud may pangutana. So, we could end now. Okay, Kuya John, do you have any question? Kuya John?
Mag-drawing bisa sa ma'am, basta pwede na mag-drawing bisa kung sa basta na si mas bitaw sa kabuki.
Yes, you can.
Pero nalang yung color.
Oo, yes, Kuya, but only use the Kamaduri colors, the red, the black, the purple, and the green only, okay? Pwede ra pud mo mag-awat og any kanang kabuki makeup from the internet. Pwede ra mo mag-search. So, para dali ra sa inyong i-drawing ang mga kabuki makeup. Ha? Okay ra ba, Kuya John? Tubag akong pangutan na nimo akong pangutan na, Kuya. So, since there are no more questions and your silence means yes that you don't have any question, let's now pray to end our class. I want Kuya Jeff. Yes, sir.
Kay mo end naman ka, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Reminder lang, ma'am, na please check the Google Classroom right after the discussion, ma'am. And then records all the submission. Kasi na ay nag-submit pa mga katong mga prior nga makuan, please record it, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Katong yatag ni Joanna nga kwan, sir. Kanang class rep.
Yes,
Yes,
oo.
sir.
Dapat dito siya, ma'am, nga oo nga walay mabilin nga mga kuan dito. Dapat naka-check na siya tanan dito sa Google Classroom. Even i-check ang mga exam.
Okay, sir. Noted.
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
So, now we will end our class with the prayer to be led by Ate or Kuya Jeff. Kuya Jeff, can you lead our prayer?
Yes, ma'am. In the name of the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit, amen. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. The kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us, and lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen. In the name of the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit.
Okay, thank you so much, class. Goodbye. Thank you for your participation for our discussion today, and see you next week. Bye, guys.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye. Bye, sir. Thank you, sir.
Bye. Ingat.
Bye,
Keep
ma'am.
safe po
Goodbye,
tayo.
sir.